Hello everybody, my name is Aka, and for the 12th installment of the New Player's Guide to All the Bosses in Warframe, we are taking a look at my absolute most hated boss in this game. Seriously, if I could remove this boss and throw it into a dumpster, a pit of fire, in a dumpster, and a pit of fire, and then throw that dumpster inside the pit of fire into the void in which you blow it up with a nuke, I would. Because seriously, I hate this guy! Or should I say, these guys. Last time we took a look at the hyena pack, and there was supposed to be 3 of them, but there was 2 of them. I guess they changed that. Oh well. This guy, well, there actually is 3 of them. This boss is called the Ambulas, and yes, that I'm probably pronounced that wrong, but they are found over not that place. They're over here on Pluto. Now, these guys are kind of weird. You need to get amino nav beacons to even access them. How do you get an omnis? How do you get anomalies? How do you get amino nav beacons? Literally killing other ambulances, which will show up sometime in any mission here on Pluto. I believe the best one you could do is Narcissus here. In which I believe one spawns in every go, but at the same time, one of these is a defense, and I think that one will have a good chance of spawning one in every time as well. I don't remember which one the defense is. I'm gonna find this. Outer Terminus here. I believe this one, if I can remember the tile set correctly, will spawn one in as well. Oh, maybe this one too. I forget. But you need 20 of these amino nav beacons. They're not difficult to get. They're more just time consuming. But whilst you're doing that, that will teach you actually how to fight the ambulances, since it's literally the exact same thing. So, what do you do once you have these 20 amino nav beacons? You go here and you start the thing up. Now, this boss has a little trick to it. Weapons that you should... I'll tell you the trick when I get in. I'll tell you the whole thing when we get in there. Okay, so we're almost at the boss fight. So, how you start this boss is you find this room, you know, you're almost there. Was that an enemy? Yes. There we go. First things first, you come up to this console. It's going to be one of these more difficult puzzles. They're not very difficult, honestly. Just match everything up in a timely manner, and that's it. Next, come down here. Don't fall down there or you die. I've done that once and I failed the mission because of it. And come over here. And here's the ambulance. So, how do you fight this guy? Well, you see those plates on his butt? Shoot him. It's literally that easy. He doesn't have any special mechanics to him. You just shoot him. He goes down. And then you hack it. It's just that's it. Yeah, that's all you do, is you just hack it. Ugh. But these little guys, of course, you see that right there, will come and try to take it, will try to bring it back up. What you're trying to do is you're trying to defend it for a short period of time until a dropship comes in and picks it up. It's not very difficult. Just the thing that makes it difficult is when you start getting multiple ambulances, and that's what I meant by these guys at the beginning there. So, this dropship will hurry the fuck up. So, you have to deliver 4 ambulances, and it will go for as long, forever. You basically have infinite ambulances. The thing that matters most is your timer, technically, would be, I can't figure words, would either be your own deaths or not hacked ambulances, because the dropship will also pick up the regular ambulances. So if you don't have one that's downed and hacked, it will also pick that up, and it will count against your hack failures that you see on the left side of the screen right there. And you'll have to... And once you get 3 hack failures, you fail and have to start the mission over again, which sucks, and you don't want to do that because this boss sucks, so you don't want to do it any more times than you have to. Yeah, but the lens is really good. The Cooper Brahma, Tigris was good for just straight damage and killing the ambulances. This is one that if you don't have a weapon that can do good crowd control, or don't have a frame that can do straight crowd control, which most frames can, including all the ones you've been able to get till now. Ember will be good. I mean, these are Corpus, so you might run into a nullifier here and there, along with, Corpus aren't very weak to Ember. Either way, just literally any crowd control frame will be good, along with any weapon that can do a jack ton of damage. So the wiki here recommends the Rubico or the Lenka, which are absolutely viable, along with the, if I can remember the name, the Archiplasmor, and the Tigress will be very good for this as well. There we go. So if you're at this point, you've probably been playing the game for quite a while, so I would hope that you would know a good crowd control frames look, a good crowd control frame when you see one, or have heard, other YouTubers say this is a good crowd control frame. As I said, I mentioned Ember. There's Oberon, which you can get before this guy. Mag is always a good option. Mag is always a good option. If you can get a Mag, if you didn't pick Mag as your starter frame, get her from Sergeant. She is great. Volt can be used as a crowd control, but you'll have to build for it, which, if you're at this point, you probably don't have all the mods that you would want. You might have to do, because you probably have to do some vault runs to get the mods, but you could make a niche build. Hey, maybe you do. I don't know how you're playing. Other than that, as far as I can think of, at least, you get the fuck out of there. This is literally the entire fight. You just defend this. It's basically just a big defense mission. Or just a longer defense mission. Oh god, let me kill your fucking drones. Or kill your turrets. I don't want to get shot. And everything else that's on you.
Last, how are these Tenno going to finish me when they can't even end what they have begun?
You gonna die, boy? Alright. So after the second one gets delivered, a security team will come in.
Everything I own, Shut up. Built, worked my way to the top of the board from nothing. You.
Pretty sure these are just a bunch of enemies, and just murder them. Alright, now, if I'm correct, we should be getting 1 Ambulance. I could have sworn we get 2 at this point, but, I will take it. If they made the fight easier, who cares how many Ambulances we get, because this fight is stupid! I'm not kidding. If sorties ever come up with this guy, it's just, nope, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. Not gonna happen. Especially, and you never want to see a sortie with these guys in it, because if you do, you're not gonna fix. You're not gonna be able to do that. Especially if the modifier is secondaries only. Yes, I've had that one, and it was hell. Nobody wanted to do it. We failed it, by the way. I didn't even try. It was ridiculous, just how stupid it was. Wrong button. What is happening here? Oh! So, the dropship will attack you, by the way. Yeah, that giant ship will also attack you. As you can see, it's doing quite a bit of damage. If I could stop knocking myself over, this would be a lot easier for me. There we go. Is it still trying to kill me? Yeah, it's still trying to kill me. Okay. See if I can hit it on its way over here. Yep, got it. There's the 2 ambulances. Okay. So, yeah, apparently after the 3rd ambulance, you'll get 2 ambulances that come to murder you. And these guys kind of suck. They're no diff. It's literally just 2 ambulances. They don't have any special stats or anything. It's just 2 of them. Oh, I've completely not gone over these guys' abilities or literally anything. So they have 3 main abilities. They have, give me a second, ability. Okay, so they have an artillery, not artillery fight. God, I can't even say that. I can barely say that. It just sounds wrong. Oh shit. They have an artillery fire. So what they'll do is they'll put their nose, they'll bring their nose to the air, in which they will essentially do a mortar fire at you, and that mortar does damage. And of course, it will damage you. I think it's these little blue things that are kind of circling. No, definitely not, actually. Definitely not. I've killed them all way too fast for me to show. But you'll see they'll stick their nose into the air, and then a artillery shot will come down upon you. And yeah, you'll just get rained on by missiles and all that good stuff. Their next ability is the triple shockwave. This one is the one that might screw you over a little bit, because if you don't time it, it will knock you on the ground. Yeah, they do. You see that blue ring right there? They'll essentially do that 3 times in a row, and that's annoying. I mean, it doesn't do a lot of damage. It's just annoying, and you know, well, might screw you over. I mean, it screwed me over one time. Other than oh, and their final ability is a laser slice. So this is a laser that what is hitting me? So this is a okay, gotcha. So this is a laser that will go in a vertical way. That will go, yeah, it'll go from the vertical way. Yes, I believe it's vertical. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure Hoyle. Yes, Hoyle. Horizontal is left to right, while vertical is up and down. It will go from down to up in a laser. It's very precise, very easy to dodge, not too difficult, honestly. But it does do quite a bit of damage, so if you do get hit by it, don't get hit by it. I believe it does. Last time I played this, it did a lot of damage. This time I kind of just murdered them.
I'm sorry, animal. Execute the protocol. What was that? My ship. Eject the bridge module. Eject it now.
What happened to all the parts? Isn't there supposed to be like a bunch of wreckage?
Once my pride and joy has been destroyed. I abandoned the project when I fled the Corpus. I should have known it was too powerful to leave in their hands. The Ambulas proxies still exist, and they are no doubt formidable, but the threat of their super
Shut up, Enyo.
Thank you, Tenno.
Okay. So, upon finishing this mission, you will receive a you'll receive a spot. You'll receive you'll receive nav beacons for it. I was unaware you could do this, but no, you know what, that's pretty nice. I didn't know you get those. However, you also get, Trinity parts. Trinity used to be on the Krill and Vor fight, did I do that one? I don't remember, honestly. Yeah, it used to be on the Krill and Vor fight, but they moved Frost to that one. You used to be able to get Excal from this fight, but now you can get Excal from Krill, and yeah, that sucks because that made an easy way to get, you know, I understand why they did it. That made an easy way to get one of the best frames in this game for straight support, which, you know. Yeah, it's understandable why they did it, but it still kind of sucks. Where's Trin? And I missed her. Where the hell is Trin? There she is. I knew she was right here. There you go. Trinity. Right here. She is undoubtedly the best healer and the best buffer and best energy. Yeah, she's good for a lot of things. It could also be, or at least she used to be, a good killer, too. What else is there? Oh, Warframes that are Warframes that can actually do stuff. Magnetize can of course use to kill the ambulances. Mace's regulators will make short work of that thing. What the? Saren's miasma. Yeah, Saren's a good crowd control. Let's see, Volt, of course, can use a shield. Valkyr can use Hysteria, whatever, and just murder the ambulance, which is always a nice thing. Nova's M Prime can actually affect... Did I do the Raptors? I don't remember this. Did I do the Raptors? I probably didn't, honestly. I'll do the If I didn't do the Raptors, I will do the Raptors. Yeah, if I didn't do the Raptors, I will do the Raptors next time. Octavia's Resonator can actually pull aggro, and also be used for good crowd control. And Gara's 4, Mass Vitrify, will which is, in my opinion, by the way, I think Gara is way better than Frost. And I mean this just in terms of defensive abilities. I mean, what I mean by that is Frost's Bubble and Gara's Mass Vitrify. If we were to pit those two against each other, the Mass Vitrify wins, period. Why is that? You cannot shoot into Frost's Bubble. You can just shoot out of it. And you might think, well, why is that useful? When you got 50 guys all on the defense objective, when you have 50 Grineer all shooting at the defense objective at one time, and there's a Frost Bubble on it, you gotta run up to them and basically get within melee range, unless the Frost Bubble is as big as the map. Whilst if you have a Gara using her Mass Vitrify, you can just shoot right into it, which I think is amazing. Like, yeah, I just think, hey, that's my opinion. You're allowed to disagree. I don't care. What else? So, his drops, his mod drops are Pressure Point, Fast Deflection, Heated Charge, Hellfire, Molten Impact, and Blood for Energy. Literally the only thing there worth a damn would be Blood for Energy, and honestly, that's not even worth a damn. Other than that, holy god, the systems do actually have a lower drop chance. So he will. It's only a 1.30% chance to drop an Oricon Cell along with his sigil. But other than that, that's it. This was an old kind of thing back way before we had Jovian Concord or even Plains of Eidolon, that the systems were actually the hardest thing to get from a boss. And looking at this, I'm looking at the wiki, by the way, so this is all pulled from the wiki. Yeah, they do. They're the hardest thing to get. The Neuroptics and the Chassis have a 38.72% drop chance, while the system only has a 22.56%. What the hell is that? Why? Why is that a thing? Actually, you know what? Wisp would be one to talk on this one, because you barely get her blueprint. So, if you want to bring, when I say by builds, if you're gonna bring an elemental status effect, either do radiation or electricity as the alloy armor in which the ambulances have, they are weak to that. Or at least that's what the wiki says. So, whilst viral is completely useless. So, I want to say that's about it. I need to work on a build for this because it did not perform like I wanted it to. Either way, I hope this helped you guys out. What's next? I need to check. Okay, so if I haven't done Raptors, I will do Raptors next. They're over on Europa by Jupiter, yeah. But if I have done them, I'm either gonna do Ares or Sedna, and I think both of them have a fight that I am not looking forward to. Wait, does Sedna have a boss? I don't think Sedna has a boss fight. Wait, oh, she does. Wait. Ah, fuck. Here's the thing. I've never done Kayla Dethane before. Yeah, I've never done Kayla Dethane before, so I'm legit gonna look up a guide for it. I'm gonna look up a guide to make a guide. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I've never done Kayla, so I'm probably not gonna do her for a bit, because I wouldn't feel comfortable doing a guide for a boss that I've never done. Then again, maybe I can do a first-time reaction video. However, Ares here. Where is it? I believe... God, I wish that was faster. Yeah. The Jordas Golem. Not the funnest, especially for someone who got a new arc gun from his first Lich and has not even used it. Oh, fuck, I'm running out of planets. Okay, I'm gonna end this off right here. In the next episode, it's either gonna be Jackal or... Nope, not Jackal. It's either gonna be the Raptors or it's gonna be the Jordas Golem. One of those two, because I don't want to make a Kayla Dethane one without actually fighting Kayla Dethane. Actually, yeah, I'll probably do a reaction to her. First time fighting Kayla Dethane. There you go. Either way, thank y'all very much for watching. I hope this helped you out. If it did, you're welcome. I'm kidding. I hope it helped you out. Thank y'all very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.